All right. BioPhoenix here. He's asking what Dragon Quest game has the most dragons in it? You're walking a fine line, Bio. You better hope your next question is better than that one. Do we want to answer that? If you want to answer it,
Dragon Warrior 2, right? Or the first one?
isn't it probably 11?
No, it's definitely not the first one. It's only got the green dragon. I think there might be a blue dragon, and then the dragon
Red
lord.
Dragon and the Grand Dragon at the end.
Yeah.
But I'm not necessarily going in terms of the quality, just in terms of quantity. Like you're gonna see so many. I say Dragon Warrior 2 because I feel like Cave of Rome, I saw so many damn dragons.
I mean, 11's got a bunch. It'd be hard to argue with it being the longest.
I would probably say 11 because there's also very many different variations as well, and there's some areas that are just chock full of them, especially later in the game. So maybe 11.
Does it matter to you to see a lot of dragons in Dragon Quest games?
No.
No.
All right. His second question is, which Dragon Quest game do you think is the most underrated? That's a good one.
We should do the finger thing again. We did on my episode.
I got to think about it for a second. I agree with the finger thing, though.
Okay, finger thing, prepare. I got mine.
I got mine.
Most underrated. Okay, I also got mine.
All right, Teddy, count us off.
All right, let's throw them up on 3. 1, 2, 3.
Oh wow, Teddy, you're wrong, bro.
In this matchup, yeah.
Why do you think 2, Teddy?
Oh, you know what? Maybe I was misunderstanding the question. Well, I'll stick with it anyway. I think that it's just the universally lambasted game, and I think that's unfair because it's not a bad game. It's actually quite good. It's just hard, and I think it's unfair in the final boss section because he has like a freaking Omni heal. And you got to get kind of lucky with that. But other than that, I thought it was manageable. And honestly, it's an improvement from Dragon Warrior 1. Like you see, like it's the introduction of the party system. It's kind of funny, like just seeing like, oh my gosh, what happens? The Prince of Canic gets sick or something, and then like you wake him up or something, he's fine. I don't remember. There was something comedic about it. Like just how poorly it was executed. But I kind of got a laugh out of it. You get the ship. So I kind of see it as like an origin to a lot of the later Dragon Quests. I like the contrast. I think it preserves the difficulty of like the classic RPG. I don't like how cryptic it is, but those moments are few and far between. And as long as you have a walkthrough, it's not a big deal.
Yeah, I do agree it's underrated. It's funny, the community really shits on Prince of Canic so bad. But for me, I've never had the issue where he like is useless, you know. I know it's a meme, but like it's not that bad. But I will say the dialogue with the Prince of Canic I think is the best. It's like the most hilarious in the game. Especially, I don't know if you guys have ever like gone back and like talked to his sister, but she like lisps, and so you can like tell with the dialogue, but it's just so funny. Like it's got great dialogue, but yeah, it's definitely underrated. But I definitely would say 6 is the most underrated, just because I mean the community just seems to really hate that game, and I don't think it deserves it. I mean, I really don't think it does. It's in terms of graphics wise, at least with the remakes, I think it's the most beautiful. The cutscenes are great. And then like I've talked about this before, but the vocation system I absolutely adore. The story's not that bad. I think it's pretty good even. And then I do understand the whole like kind of open world aspect of it being kind of confusing at times. But again, like you said with Dragon Quest 2 or Dragon Warrior 2, if you use a guide, no problem at all, sort of thing. But
Yeah, I'll second you on everything. And actually, you talked to Teddy and I were in the car this morning. We were listening to your video about the your top 5 Dragon Quests for now, and this one took your 5th place, right? If I remember correctly.
It did.
And I remember you talking about the vocation system and that you actually really like the characters in this, which I think is one of the things that people also take issue with this game is they just don't click with the characters. They don't like Terry for some reason.
I don't understand that, bro.
I like Terry.
He's a character.
Hey, Terry. We have a fan named Terry, but also
respect, shout out to Terry.
Don't start.
The Dragon Quest game I have the most nostalgia for is Dragon Warrior Monsters, where he is the protagonist. So to me, it's like I kind of appreciate that about Dragon Quest VI.
Yeah.
I think Terry was really like kind of the idea of Terry kind of felt like Blue from Pokemon Red and Blue. He appears as your rival. He's an asshole, for a huge part of the game. But then eventually, especially with like his cool fighting cutscene and when you get him and stuff, like you can't like say that he's not badass, like he's always really cool. And then eventually he joins your crew, and I don't know, it just makes him feel really cool. Obviously, again, he kind of treats you like an ass, but that's how a rival, is always better felt, I feel like. So
I think those like morons on Reddit want all the characters to be super nice. Because every character I've seen that isn't like super nice, they just say I hate them. Like Maribel gets shit on all the time. And then the Veronica, they're like everybody on there hates Veronica. It's like, why? Just because she's not your best friend all the time?
Yeah. Who doesn't love Magus from Chrono Trigger?
I know, he's like everyone's favorite. That's true.
There you go.
So I don't get them. I don't get those Reddit people, but whatever. They don't get me either. Yeah. They kick me out of every Reddit I've ever been in. So
Terry, you're cool in my book.
Yeah. All right. Next question.